Hello, and welcome. I'm so glad you could all come and join me through my movement. My name is Trisha Brown. I am an American dancer and choreographer that works through movement, or what you all may know as dance. Sometimes I like to dance with music and move through each instrument as it reaches all throughout my body. Other times, I like to let my inner spirit flow through me and let go of the world. I began my dance style journey when I went to school for modern dance and became a founding member of 2 dance theaters and even formed my own company. My dance style is called avant-garde, which brings together my favorites of classical ballet and modern dance. The 2 together create a beautiful story without words. When I began my first pieces, it was very tough on my dancers, but I knew they were up for the challenge. I had them supporting and testing each other's strengths and hanging in harnesses. I had my dancers all over the place, from the studios to the streets, even to the rooftops of Manhattan. As you can see behind me, I was placed in New York. That was where I went and started my journey. New York was so passionate for dance, and that is where I wanted to explore. I've included so many funky things to my performances that no one had ever done or even expected. I created a backdrop filled with classic black and white photos and a dance where my back was toward the audience almost the whole entire time. Imagine if I was standing here talking to you with my back the whole time. That'd be a little weird, wouldn't it? And let me tell you, that is a huge no-no for presence on the stage. I have even directed and choreographed several operas. Unfortunately, I had suffered from a disease and created my last dance in 2011. Dance will always be a part of me, and I love seeing how young and old dancers express themselves through the movement of dance. They each tell their own story with expression, emotion, and movement that will forever move me. Does anyone have questions for me before I continue?
Brown, what's your favorite pieces?
That's a very good question. I think one of my favorites was called Set and Reset. Let's take a look back at this piece. This piece, I really wanted to use improvisation and create it in a choreographed format. Improvisation is about doing something that is unplanned. So, in my case, as you can see, I was making up the dance as I went.
Miss Brown, how do you dance?
Well, that's a very good question. I just let myself move. That was something I wanted to talk about, so let's move on. Now, to shine a light on how I dance. Regular classic dance involves formal motions and being tight and never skipping a beat. My style is what we call the avant-garde, which I will tell you is very natural and an everyday movement, and can move you through the moment. Just sit and think about it. Have you ever heard a song, that one song that you just wanted to get up and let your body move to it, whether it's a song meant for dancing or not? Because you can do and dance to whatever you want. You have to let your mind and your spirit be free and let your body be your guide to your motions and emotions. With all my work, my goal was to expand the definition of dance. Sure, dance is already large as it is, but I had a style that was like no other, and I wanted to share that with the world. I have succeeded in my journey and have been able to share my passion with many people and get to see how they move through my dance. Thank you all for joining me today. It has been a pleasure having you all here. Let me leave you with one last thought that I had making my dances. I tried to expand my vocabulary of movement and tried to leave myself open to impulse and accident. I don't want ever to be just automatically making a fixed product. I tried this and I accomplished it. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It has been a pleasure.